latest together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
Yep, you're listening to Colin on Roadie Rocks on Seclo Sounds, and we've just heard Good Times, Bad Times, and Since I've Been Loving You from Led Zeppelin. Our third choice from our guest this week on Roadie Rocks, Dave Meniketti from Y&T, and usually that's it. That's all you get, but we're going to go for a bonus. He's such a nice guy. So he chooses another track from the latest album, Face Melter, and discusses the situation which influenced the writing session.
A very important track to me on the Face Melter record is I'm Coming Home. That song was the very first song that I wrote for the Face Melter record. And the Face Melter record was something that we had been putting off forever. People kept asking us for years and years as we come back and toured for, through to the UK and Europe and America as well. You guys are at it full time again. When are you going to come out with a new record? And of course, we just kept putting it off for various reasons. But of course, when that happens and you haven't written together as a band for a long time, at least for us, there was this anticipation that, I wonder if we still have it. Can we still write songs that are worthwhile or whatever? And then when I just put my brain into songwriting mode, and I woke up at 4:00 in the morning. Actually, I had to wake myself up because I had this song in my head that I was sleeping and writing while I was sleeping, and I've done that before. And of course, the hardest part is to force yourself to wake up and go, oh my God, I have to remember this, and grab a guitar. And so I grabbed an electric guitar and walked away from the bedroom so I didn't wake up my wife and started trying to remember, what were the chords now? What were the chords? Anyway, it wasn't until about 4 months later that I actually got back to it and said, okay, I got this idea, and I just showed the band, and I was a bit embarrassed because it's the first attempt at writing a song again for a while. And I didn't know if they were going to hate it or go, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I just brought it in and it clicked with everybody. But when I started writing the lyrics for it, I was sort of coming at it from 2 or 3 different angles. But one of the things that kind of stuck in my mind was a show that we played in Newcastle. Quite a few years now. I don't remember exactly what year it was. It may have been like 2005 or somewhere in that range. I had gotten, I guess, some sort of upper respiratory infection like the day before from being on the road and, caught it from something, I don't know. And it just took my voice away. And I was, I had a very high temperature and fever and, really in bad shape. But I was like, you know what? We can't cancel the show. This is just one of our favorite places to play, and there's so many people out there that are counting on us. I got to see if I can eke something out. If I could possibly sing, I'm going to go for it. Let's just see what happens. And of course, I did a lot of warming up my voice backstage, hoping to get it to the point where I'd be all right. Well, it never was. And I could barely talk, let alone sing. But I just thought, you know what? Stranger things have happened once I hit the stage. And I got out there, and it was an absolute mess for me. And I was just an agony the whole 2 hours going, what am I going to do? How am I going to, make this work? And what was so amazing and inspirational to me was that instead of the fans, literally giving me the boot or throwing something at me or booing at me or whatever, instead, they were so willing and so happy to sing the tunes with me, for me, whatever. And that was the vibe that I got afterwards as well. When I talked to some people after the show, though I didn't really want to be around anybody because I didn't want to get anybody else sick. And for months after that, I was reading on Facebook and all these different places that don't worry, Dave, we love you, and we were happy to sing the songs for you, and so on and so forth. Anyway, that was an inspirational thing for me because I'm such a perfectionist with my own self, especially my voice. I never want to give a bad performance, and just knowing that I couldn't sing at all, literally, really beat me up inside. And then to hear people that were so gracious and took me on like, hey man, don't worry about it. We're just happy you didn't kill the show. Actually, I'm Coming Home sort of took on a second life, because at first I was thinking of it more as coming from a different perspective, but then this also meant to me that there are different places that we go throughout our career that feel like a second home to us. And if I ever felt like there was a second home, it came across that night in Newcastle. And so I felt like, you know what? I'm going to structure the whole feeling for this song based on how wherever you are, it could be home for you if it's the right place and the right feeling. And the people had done that for me in Newcastle that night. So there you have it. And of course, it also means any number of other things. I was thinking of other, subject matter as well. And also at the end of it all, a very emotional kind of thing happened out of I'm Coming Home. We made a video for it, and when my best buddy Phil Kennemore was dying of cancer, it was the last thing basically that he wrote on paper for me was I'm Coming Home, and I've got it sitting in my recording studio on the wall. And so it's a huge remembrance for me as well, because a very emotional thing. But so that song ties together so many different things. It means a lot to me every time I start that song off.
is where my heart is. Back home where I belong. Oh, I can hear it calling.
Well, there you have it. Many thanks to our guest, Dave Meniketti from Y&T. A pleasure chatting with him, and also many thanks to Jill Meniketti for arranging the call. Thanks, Jill. Great. You heard Forever, Shine On, and I'm Coming Home from Y&T, and also Good Times, Bad Times, and Since I've Been Loving You from Led Zeppelin. Now, if you want to go and check out Y&T online, just head over to yandtrocks.com, where you'll find all the tour dates and news. And also Y&T Rocks on Facebook as well, where they're very active on Facebook, so it's worth giving them a like, keeping informed of what they're up to. And if you're in the Santa Cruz area of California tomorrow night, I don't think we are we, Barbara? No, apparently not. The band are playing at the Catalyst Club, and also Las Vegas on the 3rd of April, before heading to Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and beyond. So check out all the dates on yandtrocks.com. And if you see Dave, give him my regards. Lovely man. I'll hopefully be heading over to the final date on the tour, which happens to be in Oxford, just down the road at the O2 Academy on November the 13th. Okay, after the break, we're going to play a very, very special tune for a lovely man who we sadly lost in the Iron Maiden camp 2 years ago today. Steve Gadsey, tour manager to the Stars, drum technician and a fine drummer himself, and just a gentleman of rock. So stay tuned, we got a tune up for you, Gadsey.
Yes, the 1980s are back.
Hi, I'm Dave and I play the music from the 1980s.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I play the music from the 1990s.
Classic 90s grooves.
So join us each and every Saturday between 10 and midday.
For double decades on Seclo Sounds. Seclo Sounds.